Yo, welcome back to the channel, guys. It's your boy Mazir here. And guys, this is gonna be the part 2 of the Lalo guide. I'm really glad you clicked on this video first of all, and I appreciate all the support. For the past 1 month, I can say now. Actually, could be a bit less, but it's been crazy, the support, and yeah, I love you all, man. So yeah, what I'm gonna tell you guys in this video is basically a deeper version of this Blizzard Lalo, you can say, because first off, when you want to start Lalo, this is basically the easiest one you can start, and then when you get good in this one, you can continue in the other one. Because for example, let's say Sui Lalo, sometimes you need to be able to drop down your invisibility spells correctly in a good timing, and that's when the Blizzard Lalo will help you in that area when you get good in it. And then it's about the Sui, for example, or walking your queen inside the base, deeper into the base, planning. These are all connects to the other side of Lalos. Even Skelly Lalo, you need to be good in invisibility spells. So again, Blizzard is the easiest to start with. That's why in these guides, obviously want to show you guys how the Blizzard Lalo works. And this one is gonna be crazy, man. I'm gonna show you guys basically first how to save your attack if everything goes wrong, and not, for example, let's say everything, but you don't get the value you want. Let's say you miss out the town hall or something, and then later on I'm gonna be showing you guys a certain Blizzard that you probably have not seen people do, which personally I've seen someone do it, and since then I tried it myself a few times. I failed, and then right now I'm kind of quite good in it, so I want to mention it in this video as well, so you guys learn it, because it's so crazy good, right? And yeah, you're gonna see it soon. And then obviously I haven't mentioned, when you, let's say, sui the town hall in the very, where if the town hall is a lot of stuff around the town hall, you can say, and you still want to sui it because let's say the CC is far, or the Blizzard, you cannot land it anywhere close to the town hall because of the traps or the bomb tower. So yeah, we'll be jumping into let's say deeper, you can say, when you are gonna Lalo the town hall, some small tips that actually can help you, because you cannot just spam your loons in groups into the town hall and expect them to be alive after going throughout the base and finishing off strong. Like you have to actually do these tips so it can help you a lot. So let's jump right into it, man. Let's go. All right, first base, guys, I'm gonna be showing you guys a ring base, and yeah, I think I've mentioned in the previous videos how to hit it, but this one is gonna be a bit deeper. So you always want to see where the clan castle is. You always want to look at that, and just try to see if you can land the blimp anywhere close to it and get good value. Right now I'm trying to blimp there and obviously get the Tesla from out the way ASAP. I know there is no traps there because usually the traps are behind the air defense or deeper in the core. So you land there, drop the invis, go for it, and then I'm trying to take out at least 2 exposed CC pool and the single tower. If I get the warden tower, I'm gonna be fine. Just a little path thing, why not? So I have one more invis. I decide to drop it because I wanted to get the warden tower out of the way. It hits like a freaking truck, man. So right now I'm gonna pause it. Let's look at the base. I'm not gonna be able to completely like do a good shape base, but you guys will know what I'm gonna talk about here. So obviously we have this small area out. It's not a small area really, to be honest, but it's a good pathing for your heroes to go either from, let's say, above there next to the cannon, or you can go from the under. And yeah, you decide whichever you want to go. We have 2 expos left, so it doesn't matter which side. I decide to go with the left side just cause why not. So I drop the queen there to take out the cannon ASAP before I'm dealing with the hound, and let's see if we can do it. Come on. You can also drop the queen on the cannon exactly, but I don't know, man. So the poison spell, guys, you want to drop it on top of your queen, exactly on top of her when you're dealing with the hound, queen and hound. I'm trying to funnel with the king so the king can go inside that small area so the queen can reach the town hall later. Guys, we are suing the town hall, okay? Don't forget, we ain't trying to plan for Lalo in the town hall in the ring base. Always your plan is to sue it, because your blimp are most likely not to land there. Don't go too risky if you don't want to do it, man. You can go really risky and try to land the blimp inside, but no. So right now the single tower is gonna lock on my queen, so I have to freeze it. If I was a bit luckier, if it was locked into earlier, I could have freeze everything together, but my RC gonna pop his shield. King went really bad. I try to funnel, so you can a bit go, you know, maybe deeper earlier, but that elixir collector is gonna be a problem, guys. That queen is gonna go out for it, and I didn't want to invest any other freezes earlier on because I was like, it's not worth it. So right now, look at the base. I got 60% 1-star already. Look at how much I got with the value of the Sui and the Blizzard. Here, obviously, I'm gonna cross this out so you don't get too confused. This is what I got, and what is left is basically a pathing, which the town hall is also staying up. What you're gonna do, guys, is you shouldn't really panic. First of all, now you have to look at 2 air defense. Not look at 2 air, I mean look at the air defenses. We have 2 air defenses here. So where do you want to start the Lalo? You don't want to go really deep with it because your hound will pull, like, you know, it's gonna destroy so early. I'm gonna pause here. You're gonna drop the hound. I went from the right side. Gonna drop the hound, drop the loons like that, so they can go and take out the defenses as fast as possible. Now you want to redirect them in the base, right? How do you do that? You basically have to Lalo the other air defense, and like I'm gonna show you guys here, you drop the hound, you drop the loons like that, so you make sure the first group, the main pack, will keep going. This hound will go in, the loons will take out the archer tower, these loons will take out the air defense, and the main group of loons will have nowhere else to go except going into the core. And you guys, you know, will know that dropping 3-4 loons, I'm gonna put on the screen how many, you know, loons you need per defenses, so you don't get too confused, but you need to drop at least 3 or 4. Now this path is gonna be like this when my main group of loons are gonna be laloing through the town hall, because you need to save this, guys. You don't want to get a 1-star, and you need to drop the warden where your main pack is. Don't drop the warden on the left side that I mentioned. The left side is only to funnel the main pack. Now you drop the warden here. I drop more loons personally because I didn't believe my loons are gonna survive long. I had 2 freezes, so I had to freeze the scatter and the town hall at least twice. These haste spells are for your Lalo to go faster and for the top side to funnel faster, so the main group do not get distracted and go around the town hall. Now there's gonna be a lot of traps. I miss this freeze to the town hall, but don't panic. I have a headhunter coming in with the haste. I have another freeze. I could use it, but I was like, let me just put warden ability, why not? Now my loons are gonna catch the tornado, some of them, and look at that archer tower. There's 2 cannons and an archer tower, and you want to drop your loons on the archer tower because the cannons are not gonna be a threat. So you can take out that earlier in case the town hall poison kills all your loons, right? You don't want to have an archer tower extra. I swagged the freeze because I didn't really need it. So guys, we saved this base with a swag freeze, and that was just crazy. This is probably one of my craziest attacks in Blizzard Lalo as savings, as a saving attack. And yeah, don't even think I always save everything with a free spell left at the end, or even completely 3-star and smash the base. It's not gonna happen a lot of times, but if you keep practicing, it's gonna happen. Now on to the next one. We obviously have a box base where you cannot really blizzard the town hall. Also the CC is next to town hall, but if you don't pull it out is fine in some scenarios. So what I do here is I try to pull the CC out because I want my blimp to land further, but there's a Tesla farm here that they're gonna damage my blimp, and then later on the warden and the trap. So my blimp doesn't go far, but I managed to land it in between those things, like the defenses that I talked about, the 2 area gaps, because of the giant bombs. Now another giant bomb is there, but you now have to drop your invisibility a bit earlier because your wizards are really low. So I dropped it earlier, I get the eagle, I get a beautiful funnel here. Now the CC, I get lucky, I pull out an ice golem at least, so there is most likely a hound left, right? So now look at the base. This side we took it out with the blizzard. Now where do you want to start your Sui? From the right side or from the left side? Left side, as you guys can see, there is so many defenses. There's a cannon, Tesla, arch tower, mortar, whiz tower, cannon, air defense, scatter, queen, another whole expo. You do not want to go through that, right? the right side is much easier to sui. So you want to get that small compartments out the way and then Lalo the town hall, because the sweepers are also not gonna annoy you. Look at the way that they are, they're not gonna be annoying. So I try to funnel the queen later on in the base. So I put an archer and a minion later, and then I dropped the queen. I wanted her to take out the ice golem, but the ice golem went left. So I drop a wall break, ice golem, king, and the baby drag to funnel them in. And then obviously the ice golem from the enemy CC will keep coming back. Now what you want to do here is look at this archer tower tanking with the baby drag. You want to drop your RC where she doesn't take too much damage at the beginning. The cannon was tanking the king, and then the RC get dropped off. Now the expo locked onto my king, that's beautiful. I pull the hound and I'm gonna probably deal with it in the base, doesn't really matter. Pop the king ability to break that wall for my queen so she can get the single later. This is important. Right now we got a 42% of the base. This is where you want to start your Lalo when you're at 45-ish%. This hound right here meant to go for that air defense, guys. This is important and you're gonna see why. Because of this angle, that hound is gonna go behind the town hall and get anything in that small area. You don't want to risk it, man. It could be a tornado trap. But look at the pathing here for your Lalo behind the sweeper. You're going through for the town hall, obviously, and your first hound is most likely to pop early, but this is a very good path to go through. I dropped some loons at the end as well so they can go through the core in case my queen doesn't take out the single. Look at that hound, guys. Pull out so many traps and the tornado, and when it pops it pulls even more traps if it's there. Now I drop some loons at the top, drop another hound and 2 headhunters at the back. This is important because you want that second hound to tank a lot more when you pop the warden ability like that with the haste. Look at the placement of the haste. I dropped it, somehow the headhunters 1 second ago was behind the town hall, and look at it now. They're right on the royal champion, on the queen, sorry. That's how fast they can go and take it out because they're on the warden ability as well. You need to use your timings at the best. Your loons get dropped out. Now you drop few loons at the end. I talked about in the previous video, you want to have your main group go right through down the middle of the base. You don't want them to go outside, to go around a lot of defenses. You drop the haze and you keep making them go fast, and then obviously you have a swag freeze at the end. And obviously I didn't need to drop it, but I dropped it because why not, man? I don't want to time fail it. Don't do these kind of risks. Usually if the Teslas are on your lava hound, don't drop the freeze, because they can pop the hound and then you get more cleanup. And yeah, the Tesla were some of my loons, but doesn't really matter. We got this base. So this base is the one we going to sui the town hall, because as you guys can see, there's 2 bomb towers and there's a lot of empty spots to catch your blimp. So you can really blimp the town hall. You can't blimp the eagle, let's say, because there's not much value, to be honest. You're just gonna get the eagle and then you have a very hard time suing it. So what I do is you go for 1 expo or 2 expo and a scatter. I want to land right in the middle there and then get everything I can to path a beautiful, to make a beautiful pattern for my heroes. Now drop your invisibility very good, because you need to get as much as you can. The giant bomb, unlucky for me, was on the other side of the empty spot. So I don't know, I got a bit unlucky, but look at the path I made right here for my heroes. I'm gonna pause it, go back, and I'm gonna show you guys how this base is set up. This is exactly how it is. This is one side of, let's say, 4 sides of this base. So if you think of it as this, you get one side with the blizz, you get one side with the heroes, and you Lalo the other 2 sides. So this is from with my blizz. Now I want to sui into the town hall, get anything I can, enemy RC, even queen, 2 infernos and a town hall if I get really good value out of my heroes. Let's see now. Drop a minion on top to funnel the queen, so I make sure she doesn't go up there, because the queen is dumb and she just chooses her own path sometimes. Now drop the poison on top of your queen, because all the pops will go around it and they die. There is literally nowhere else you can place the poison better. Now my queen is gonna go down. I put it on double time because it's a bit thingy, but drop the wall breaker there because I know this base there's a Tesla, so don't let the Tesla pop. I drop an ice golem all the way back there so you can go deep in the base, and now the king to funnel the queen. The queen herself, don't like, your queen is so strong. The queen herself can take out so much defenses, but the king can also be used as tanking, but sometimes you just need him to path. I wanted my king to go in, but I didn't really want to push it too hard, okay? It doesn't really matter if it doesn't or not. Now the queen will take out the town hall easily with her ability. I'm trying to look up before I start the lotto so I can tell you guys what's up. Now the queen take out the town hall. I drop a RC on top because the king is down low, and obviously you have that two side of the base that I told you about left for the pathing. Again, the king was down low, so if you drop your RC, she can get targeted real quick and you cannot act as fast and drop like a headhunter or a freeze, or you're dropping your loons and your RC dies. So you know, we have all those defenses left, by the way guys, and it's quite hard, I know, but don't worry, there is not a lot of traps on this certain base because I know the base obviously. And now you drop the warden at the end. They're gonna go through. Don't forget, you need your main group of loons to keep going. Drop a hound, 2 headhunters to help my RC kill the king. I could have hold the headhunters, but you know, again, you can see the loons coming in for that archer tower to make the main group of loons go throughout the base. You don't want them to, you know, path for that archer tower with tower cannon on the outside. It's just gonna be really devastating. Now the hound, I popped the warden ability. Look at this warden ability, man. You get the hound too, and then going in, that hound is gonna be tanking so much traps, man, so much. And then when it's tanking, that's when you drop your loons on the edge to make your main group again keep going through the middle. This is exactly what you want to do. We found the tornado trap down there, which is good. And now look at the pathing of these loons. They're gonna go like that without being distracted. Easy as that. This is main Lalo, guys. You have to know this. You cannot let your Lalo go around the base because it's gonna be super hard. You're gonna waste a lot of times. You're gonna waste a lot of your loons HP, and then it's just gonna be annoying, man. A lot of times you might even fail. So I freeze the, I don't know what I froze there, but I wanted to freeze a queen, I think. Now I freeze the multi at the end, and there's a single, and I have 2 freezes left and an invisibility spell. So overall 3 spells left. I know this base, guys. I know the traps of this base, and that's the beauty of the Legends League. If you know, practice a lot, you get to know a lot of bases and where the traps are. So obviously this guy had a bit different traps placement, but still we got it, man. We got it. And guys, this is gonna be your personal favorite blimp, also obviously Blizzard, that you're gonna see ever in either this channel or Clash of Clans in general, because this is just the beauty of the ways you can think and place the blimp. I drop a hound there because of the placement of the air defenses. When you drop the hound there, it can go through, and look at these empty spots. These are the spots that sometimes there is air mines there. So I drop a loon there and the blimp, and obviously I did not pull any trap, but look at this blimp. This is very important. I landed there, but I make the town hall invisible. I want to get whatever it's around the town hall before my super wizards target the town hall, because then my super wizard will probably die because of the town hall poison and the bomb, and they won't take anything around it. I got the single and the expo. Now where do you start the Lalo? We got this small area, but guys, don't look at it as a small area. This is a very good, you know, thing. Now there's a ground expo at the left side, so, and there's a lot of obviously defenses there, so you don't want to really drop your heroes there, because by the time they're gonna be going deep in the base, they're gonna die. And then look at the right side. There's so much, you know, better defenses on the right side that you can deal with easier defenses. I dropped the freeze before the hound come in front of the headhunters. That's small details you need to be thinking of. When you drop the freeze there, your queen can target the headhunters. Now drop the poison on top of the queen. I drop probably some loons on top for that Tesla when the lava hound pops. Know this, the lava has to pop, then you have to drop the cleanup. Now the king, I wanted him to make pathing for the queen. My ice column unfortunately gets sprung out, which is kind of annoying because obviously, you know, these skellies, by the way, guys, look at the queen. It's gonna get a bit distracted, but that's why I dropped the loons on the Tesla so she doesn't go really outside. The king will have to tank, but oof, my queen, you have to invisible her, man. You have to keep looking out for that. Now the king is tanking, queen's coming around, everything going good. I drop a baby drag to tank in case the archer tower, you know, want to target the RC. Now look at this. I drop a wall break, but I don't really need it because the queen can reach everything. Before I start the Lalo, let me show you guys the base. There is a lot of base left, okay? And this is gonna be a hard and tough Lalo, and I'm gonna tell you guys how to do it. The sweepers are also, by the way, pushing you guys back, both of them. So you can wait for your heroes to take out a bit of more of the base, but you want to leave, you know, RC alive with your Lalo. You want to have her alive. But look at these buildings at the outside. You want to take them out with your loons. So the main group of the loons will keep going through there, into the multi, into the eagle, through the air expos, into the royal champion, and into the scatter. Now, how do you do it? You draw a few loons at the end when the Lalo going, but you need more pack of loons. Now, the queen is doing a great job to take out that sweeper. She's gonna take out the multi. You haste through the first multi to get it out. Few headhunters and a hound at the end because of the enemy king. I popped the warden ability when the RC is also there. Now the queen took out that, and now you want to drop that edge loons. I'm gonna call it edge loons, man, because it's on the edge, making sure your main pack goes deeper. I missed the cannon on the bottom side. You guys can see next to the elixir collector. I missed that, and you're gonna see what's gonna happen when you miss a defense like that outside. And I'm gonna show you guys, obviously the scatter is gonna be hitting, you know, your lava hound, so you don't need to freeze it right now, but later on you need to. Now look at this, my main group is still going, but some of them went, you know, back. You don't want them to go back for a defense. Now I popped the warden RC ability, obviously, and then my loons keep going forward. I'm sorry, I have to talk really fast because the attack is going on fast. Maybe later I'll put the attack, you know, slower. But obviously you guys saw how you have to Lalo if the base is like that. You need to take out the edge defenses, and that's for mostly all the Lalos, man. When you drop a lava hound, you need to drop loons as fast as possible around it, and this was the pathing we had throughout the base, which again is a beautiful pathing. But if there's a lot of defenses, you need to make sure your hounds are tanking, and this was mainly for that blimp. I want to show you guys. I hope you really actually liked that blimp, you know, because it's crazy. It was an absolutely insane blimp right there, guys. And you know, you might fail a lot of times for that blimp, but you know, it's kind of good if you learn it, because it's really useful. You can pull out any CC you want if it's next to the town hall, if there is a lot of defenses behind the town hall. But if you make, you know, the defense is invisible, your super wizard will take out the town hall, but it won't be alive to take out the defenses. And again, this was obviously a deeper version of the part 1 video that we did a few days ago, and I hope you liked it. If you did, and if you learned something new, drop a like, man, sub to the channel, and hopefully we're gonna have some, you know, new strategies coming up soon. I'm gonna bring you guys different style of Lalos if you want me to, and yeah, overall, you know, I thought it was, you know, necessary for you guys to know how I Lalo, for example, in my point of view, and I learned from obviously the gods themselves. You know, we have so many, you know, Lalo gods, man, in Clash of Clans, and sometimes watching it itself without even any explanation of what people are doing can be really useful. So again, I hope you liked it, man. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace.